Hello. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. I'm kind of experimenting with coming on Mondays. I've been doing it on and off here and there, and just looking at potentially doing something every Monday to set our energy. Now, as a 3-5 projector, I don't know how consistent that will be, and I don't have a defined will center, so I'm not going to make a promise. But I welcome all of you. Those of you who are on Facebook, I apologize if I cannot see your comments. For some reason, they're not coming through. I've discovered they aren't coming through on my StreamYard platform here. So I will get to your comments after the live stream. If you're on Facebook, or you can just join us over on YouTube. If you go to Sandy Freshie on YouTube, you'll probably see me live streaming. So welcome. Our topic this morning is actually a healing topic. It's actually not a topic, it's an exercise, an energy exercise for replenishing your energy by replenishing the energy of receiving. We are in such hectic times, and of course we've got the collective chaos on the planet, as you know, and we also are in the official summer season. Happy solstice, everyone. I was kind of in introvert mode over the weekend, so I really didn't post anything for that, but I just want to wish you a wonderful full swing into the summer season, and I hope that you are able to take advantage of the full light that we have, at least in the northern hemisphere. My apologies to those of you in the southern hemisphere. It's going the other way, but this is our time to take advantage of that light that we have in the northern hemisphere to replenish ourselves. Most of us on the planet are solar beings. The only energy type that is in the human design, in the system of human design, that's not resonating fully with the sun are the reflectors, and the reflector energy type really resonates with the moon, the reflective qualities of the moon. So I offer that to you as kind of an abstract way to feel into the energies for this season that most of us, the generators, manifesting generators, and manifestors, and the projectors all resonate with the sun. So this is an awesome time for us to replenish ourselves, especially the non-sacral beings among us, those of us who are projectors and manifestors in particular. There's this impetus to do, keep going. And as you know, we need our cycles of rest within that. So this sunshine time of year is a great time for us to sit and do nothing, lay in the hammock. My husband got out our hammock the other day. We were laying in it yesterday, and just relax and replenish. I know a lot of you are healers. You are people who serve the planet in one way or another, serve your communities in one way or another. And this energy exercise is really to assist you in opening up to more, by opening your energy for receptivity and building it up in your heart, so that you have more to give. None of us can give from an empty well. And a lot of the self-care wisdom that is circulating around these days has a lot to do with, doing the physical things to take care of yourself, which are very, very necessary. But there's also the energetic part of replenishing that is so important. And we probably will talk more and more about this, but as I was doing some of my own tapping into my own energy and into the guidance that's available for me. I was shown or guided into doing a specific energy exercise to build up the heart energy and to balance, I guess, if you're going to conceptualize it, the giving on the right side, this is my right hand, and the receiving on the left side. So that's what we're going to work with today. And first of all, we're going to work with opening the chakras in your hands. And what I was shown is, and this is totally my framework. You know, if you do a different kind of energy work, or it has come to you in a different way, you do your work the way that you're guided to do your work. And of course, if this resonates with you, I think it'll be very helpful for you. And if it doesn't, then wait for the next thing, or develop your own. So we're going to work with the chakras in the hands. And then we're going to work with a visualization to bring in more receptivity, more energy of receptivity, more energy in general into the heart to fill it up until it overflows into the giving hand, the right hand. It's probably opposite on the screen. Sorry about that. I'm not sure how that works. And to also fill it up to the point where you have a balance and you can use both of your hands if you're doing hands-on healing. So let's just get right into it. We're going to start with the left hand. And what I was shown is that you can trace, and I'm doing it in a counterclockwise way on the left hand. And I imagine that that's because counterclockwise is kind of like creating a vortex of receptivity. So you're going to trace a spiral from the center of your hand out in a counterclockwise direction. And then when you get all the way out to the outside palm, outside of the palm of your hand, just begin to trace it back in. And I'm going to turn my hand because it's a little bit awkward. And you can use your energy or your intention and focus of looking at the way, observing the way that you're tracing your spiral out and in and out again. And that intention of your focus sort of enhances the movement and the opening of the energy in your palm chakra. Again, the left side is the side where we're receiving. So just continue to do that until you feel sensation. I'd love to know what your experiences are. So if you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and chat in. You can chat in any questions too. If you're on Facebook, for some reason I can't get your chats right away. Trying to fix that. And don't forget to breathe as you do this, tracing from the center out in a counterclockwise direction. And then when you get all the way out, tracing back in. Okay. And feel how your palm feels now. Does it feel like there's sensation in it? Does it feel, sometimes it will feel like a vortex of sorts. Sometimes it will just tickle. So now compare that to your right hand, and maybe we should have done this first to compare the sensation of your right and your left hand. Which has more sensation, or do they feel balanced? Now, usually when I start this exercise, my right hand will feel like it has more sensation in it. And I have to work a bit to open up the left hand. And that's how it's feeling today. I was doing some writing this morning and getting some things out to those of you who are on my email list. You can go to my website, by the way, to get on my email list. And that's a giving type of an exercise. So it's not all about the kind of healing that you would do like hands-on if you're a massage therapist or an energy healing practitioner, but it's also about, what you do for other people, and you may find that one hand is dominant in that. And I'd love to know if any of you are left-handed, if maybe your left hand has more sensation than your right hand. But the way that we're working with it in this framework is we're looking at the left as the giving side and the right as the receiving. So now go ahead and if the other side is already kind of activated, you don't have to do it as much, but just go ahead and trace. But on the other side, on the right side, it's a clockwise direction. So you're tracing in. You're starting in the middle, you're tracing out in a clockwise direction, all the way out to the outer edges of your palm. And then you're tracing in. And do this a couple times. Out in spirals. And I'm not going to do this too much on my end because my right hand is already really activated. So I'll let you finish a couple more rounds of that. Yeah, it does feel like a vortex. Absolutely. So when you're done with that, you may want to check in again to see if there's still an imbalance. And if there is, don't worry, we're going to work with this a little bit more. When you're ready, go ahead and put your palms together just lightly. And you're going to sort of move your hands, your palms in circles, rubbing them against each other. And if you move your right hand toward you, if you move them toward you, like you come up and then you move it toward you, then you're activating the clockwise spiral, the clockwise vortex in the right hand and the counterclockwise vortex in the left hand. So it's kind of like this. And just go ahead and just lightly rub them against each other. And remember to breathe. This is supposed to be relaxing and nurturing for you. And then, you can speed it up if you want. You don't even have to touch if you want. You can play with this in any kind of way that you want. And when you're ready, go ahead and check in again. And this time you may just want to kind of have your hands facing each other so that you can feel the energy running between them. And I like to do it like this because I can really feel the movement of the spirals in the chakras between the hands, the connection. Okay, so now we're going to do the visualization of opening up the left side even more to receive. And I'm a little off here in my seating. There we go. So you take your left hand. You can take your right hand, especially if it's really activated, and put it on your chest. Or what I like to do is I like to lightly close my palm so that I'm not automatically leaking out and giving out energy through the right while I'm trying to build up energy in the left. So the visualization is about bringing energy in through the, excuse me, sorry about that, through the left hand, and allowing it to kind of move up your arm and shoulder into your heart center. So go ahead. I like to hold my hand up like I'm holding it up to the heavens. You can do whatever you want. Put it in your lap, hold it up like this, hold it up like that, however you feel that you're able to receive. And I'm just going to lightly close the palm of my right hand. I'm putting it down on my thigh just to relax it. And just breathe deeply, feeling that counterclockwise vortex in the left. Sorry for the dyslexia, in the left hand. And if it's too much mentally to focus on the spiral of the vortex, just feel it. Just relax and feel it. And even maybe just feel a gentle opening in the palm. And what can amplify this is your breath. So you can attach your breath, relate your breath, your inhales, to the drawing in of energy. And then as you exhale, allow it to, what you've drawn in, to fill up your chest cavity. So just draw it in on your inhales. And fill up your chest cavity, open and relax your chest cavity on your exhales, and just let that energy just pool into your chest. Now you may visualize it coming down your right side, but if you're really giving, if you're really activated on the giving side, just don't allow it to leave. Allow it to stay there. And if you really have to give, like if you're really feeling that energy and sensation moving through your right hand, just put it on your heart again, like you're giving back to yourself. So inhale, drawing in, exhale, fill up the heart. Now, one thing that was shown to me as I practiced this exercise over the course of several days is that you can bring in color. You can visualize color. And the color that I was given was lavender. And I'm just throwing that out there in case you want to work with color. I'm not quite sure what lavender means. If I remember, I'll look it up. I'm just feeling, personally, I'm feeling bringing in lavender and filling my heart space up with lavender. You may resonate with a different color. And just keep doing this until you feel like you're full and saturated in your heart cavity. You may overflow into your body like an energized cloud of light. If you're resonating with lavender light. What I had been working with the lavender was actually the aroma of the lavender plant, which can be very clearing, can really clear your aura, revive the senses, and deeply relax you. So then, once you've filled up, you should start to feel like there's so much energy in here that both sides are really overflowing with this energy that's coming from your heart. and maybe your whole auric field around your heart is really filling up with this energy. And now you go ahead and open up your receiving side and allow yourself to give back that overflow back into your, open the giving side and allow that to flow into your receiving side. So you put your palms together again, either touching or with a little space. Keep breathing, inhaling and drawing through. And then with the exhales, you can allow yourself to release through the right, and then it will give back to the left. So you're creating this feedback loop of giving to yourself and receiving, filling your heart up even more. And then you can also add gratitude if you want, or love. And feel how your whole system is replenishing itself. Your whole giving and receiving system. Now, it may take a little time if you're really heavy on the giving side to open up the receiving side. So this is something that you can practice on a daily basis, or maybe if you're doing healing work before you do your healing work. And eventually this receiving side will be so full that you won't be able to tell which side is giving and which side is receiving. And now if you feel like you're balanced out, like you really have this loop of energy that's building within you, you're ready to actually, if you want, do a little distant healing. Put someone or something between that energy of your hands and just run that energy. Remember to keep the breath going, keep the flow going with the breath and your focus, but run that energy into that person or that thing. This can even be a manifestation tool. If you have an intention for a manifestation, you can put it right there in between your hands. Okay. So that is your energy practice to open up the receiving side of yourself and give back to yourself and build your energy so that you can build your energy in your heart so that you can be more of a healing presence on the planet. So I'll open it. If you want to ask any questions or tell me how that was for you, go ahead and chat. I'm actually going to see if there's anyone on Facebook as well who has comments. And the other thing I wanted to do is look up lavender. So bear with me here. I'm going to just get this book off my shelf. This is Your Life in Color, Empowering Your Soul with the Energy of Color by Dougal Fraser. So if you're interested in learning more about a color as an energy tool, this is a really good book. All right, let's see if there's anything here. Nope. Okay. All right. So let me get back to you guys. Sorry. All right. So let's look up lavender really quickly, and then I'll let you have the rest of the day to practice um, or to just go about your Monday. How is everybody's Monday going today? Love to know. Okay. Qualities: leadership, destiny, and purpose. Lack, and the shadow side of that is lack of direction and indecisiveness. So purple actually may be my color that I personally was guided to, because I've been dealing with a lot of how do I step into my presence as a leader, fulfill my destiny, and live fully from my purpose. And that shadow side has really been about indecisiveness. And if you're on my email list, you got my newsletter today that talks a little bit about that and what how I'm modeling, how you can get through that. It felt really nice. Thank you, Dorothy. Yeah. Yeah, on a very fundamental level, it can be very soothing for your hands. Even this opening up the vortexes by rubbing your palms is a great, great thing. You felt the strong heat in your left palm. Are you right-handed or left-handed? I'm just curious. Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm waiting for Dorothy to respond. This may actually be a good exploration for any future energy things that we do, maybe on these Monday mornings. Of course, those of you who are joining us later, I'm kind of my idea about doing this in the morning on Monday is to kind of set your week with something that you can focus upon and practice as you're bringing through more energy. You're right-handed. Okay, awesome. Well, that's something that's just feedback to work with then, and see if you can open them up more and see what happens in conjunction with that. So I'd love to know if your right palm actually opens up over time. All right. So I think that's going to be it for today. If you are watching this at a later time and you have questions, please put your comments in the comment box, either on Facebook or YouTube. I'm on YouTube more than I'm on Facebook. Sorry guys, on Facebook. It's just, that's a topic for another time. Me and Facebook. You know how it is. You know how it is these days on there. So, and maybe at another time we'll explore color, how to empower your life with color. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of my community. If you like this video, like it, share it with anyone that you think will benefit. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and click the little bell so that you're notified of any videos that that I upload. We talk on this channel, if you're new to this channel, we talk about energy things. We talk about the theme this summer. The loose theme this summer is healing. There's going to be more coming that has to do with relationship healing and things like that, and different topics that we'll be working on. But we also talk about things in the context of human design. Sometimes I actually get out some fairly useful videos about human design when I'm inspired. And what else do we talk about? We may be talking a little bit more about career shift in business. And also I have on my community tab, if you have access to it, a little survey there about about several choices of what you may want to explore in terms of content that I can offer you. So please go over there and contribute your voice to our community. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a happy Monday, an empowered week, and there will be more to come. Bye.